Attention. Go.
And the Temple Challenge Cup Student Open 8s, University of Virginia, USA, up against Newcastle University. Can this Newcastle University crew do what their women did just a couple of races ago? Or are they going to have a tough ask here up against the American crew?
So the Virginia crew, they won the American Collegiate Rowing Association competition. And they haven't been here before. They haven't been here for a long time, actually. It's one of the fastest crews they think the club has ever had. And showing here, moving out to a bit of length lead, probably a bit of a lead there against Newcastle, but nothing in it really still. We'll see from the barrier marker in a minute when those numbers go up. You can see what the margin is as they went through that timing point. Newcastle looking very tidy as well with their blade work. And then we can see there, I mean, it's a quarter of a length. There's nothing in it between these two crews. It's all going to be down to who has the most efficient rhythm. So Virginia raced yesterday against Purdue, winning by 1.5 lengths. And Newcastle beat MIT, another American crew, by 3/4 of a length. So they've already raced this regatta, so they're all bedded in and ready to go. So Purdue eking out to a 1/2 length. And a great view there with the blue star of Newcastle. Really, the guys, you can see the legs as they all move down together. Just shows how sort of uniform the pressure is and the speed of the leg pressure and how well they're pushing as a unit. That could pay dividends later on in the race.
And the University of Virginia, USA, with a lead. Are they going to be able to break clear of this crew from Newcastle? We've seen a few races today where crews have been locked together and then they've been able to work back through. So it's really critical in the 8s, especially to be able to break contact here, as we see the coxswain there from University of Virginia, Silly Chang, 21 years of age. She's been here twice before, so she knows what she's doing, looking across at the Newcastle crew, no doubt urging the crew on to say now is the time to break contact.
Yeah, the Newcastle have kept the pressure on Virginia really very well in the first half of the course. Virginia seems to have improved their blade work. The way they're finishing the stroke off seems to have improved in the last 30-40 seconds or so. Maybe they put a push or an effort in to try and move away from Newcastle. Does seem to be making an effort, does seem to be working for them, but we'll just see how expensive that's been, is what Newcastle can do in return. It's crucial, it's all about momentum in 8s, isn't it? If you can get some momentum and sustain it long enough, it puts doubt in the opposition.
Yeah, it looks to me as though Newcastle University just taking the rate up a pip or two. Now is the time to attack if they want to come back into this race. University of Virginia a couple of points lower. So we ride here with Newcastle University. That's Dylan Howard, 21 years of age, in the stroke seat. Chin up, staying nice and long and relaxed.
I tell you what, the boat's really flat and efficient. There's not much rattling around. This could be quite. They could have a turn of pace coming off this push now. It does seem like they're gaining a little bit on Virginia, but Virginia, their experience of winning the American Collegiate Rowing Association, tough, really tough guys, really not compromising what they're doing.
This is interesting, a response here from University of Virginia. They're stepping it up. I thought that Newcastle were moving through. To me, it looked like maybe University of Virginia just looking a little stressed as they're coming under attack from Newcastle University, but they have a response. They've got that power in the water. They're holding them at bay. Newcastle starting to wind up again.
Yeah, the Virginia crew really physical in the way they row and went through a bit of a wash there and dealt with it very, very well. You can see the grimace on the athletes' faces now. The mental determination needed to, I think, well, I need to go as deep as I can, the hardest I've ever done, because otherwise I'm going home.
They're just coming in front of the grandstand now. Still the University of Virginia with the lead, about half a length over Newcastle University. It's going to come down to the last few strokes here. Does Newcastle University have a response, or is it too little, too late? We see a response here from University of Virginia. They're taking the rate up, they're driving the power up. They can see the line. Look at their teeth, look at the grimace on the bowman of the Virginia crew, Alexander Ballinger, 22 years of age.
But they showed such composure under pressure the whole way down the course, just kept it together under pressure. And when it counted, just able to work away. What a fantastic row from Virginia to soak it up and still do the win.
Strong race there, tough race in the Temple. University of Virginia over Newcastle University.